Welcome to the Get Unhooked podcast with Jason Coombs, where experience meets insight. Jason Coombs, nationally recognized speaker, best-selling author, and founder of Brickhouse Recovery, shares hard-earned lessons on resilience, leadership, addiction, and mental health. No filters, no fluff, just real stories, practical wisdom, and a deeper look at what it takes to grow, lead, and keep moving forward. Now here's your host, Jason Coombs.
Hey friends, welcome back. This chapter is called The Spiral, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You can see where this is going. It's the rapid unraveling of a life when addiction fully takes over. And if you've ever watched someone you love go from functioning to floundering seemingly overnight, this will hit home. The spiral. So in the beginning, I thought I was still in control. I was managing the chaos. My parents had gotten me an attorney. I had a plan. I was making promises to everyone around me, and I meant them. But I was lying to myself. And this is really common in addiction. This is like, I've got this on the outside, but inside, everything is falling apart. And with my anxiety disorder, that was completely increasing and just would never go away. And so I'd get clean for a few days, and then I'd feel that pain, and I'd justify getting loaded again, or like just one more night or just one more hit. And then I'd be off again, chasing the high, chasing relief, avoiding the truth. And this is what happens in addiction. People make sincere promises all the time and then break them in the next breath. It's not because they're bad people. It's not because their brain, it's not because they don't want to keep those promises. It's because of the disease and the fact that our brains are literally hijacked by the midbrain, overriding the prefrontal cortex. And so it can be extremely frustrating when you are on the other side of it as a family member. I lied to my wife, to my parents. The deeper I spiraled, the more lies I told. I told my boss lies. I manipulated money, made excuses, blamed everyone else. And I convinced myself that it wasn't that bad. Right up until I was homeless, jobless, and using crack behind dumpsters in Salt Lake City. So these losses of job, marriage, trust, home, freedom, eventually I lost everything that mattered, and still I wasn't ready to quit. And that's the heartbreaking part, is for many people, rock bottom, it's way lower than you think it should be. And so can you help before they hit rock bottom? Absolutely. And I think the best way that you can help someone is when you finally let go. At some point, my wife asked for a divorce. My family stopped bailing me out. They stopped rescuing me. And it was the best thing they could have done for me. Truly. And as I think about when I was spiraling, what would have helped my family? And what would help you when your loved one is spiraling? The instinct is to hold on tighter, but usually it just pulls you into the spiral with them. So what they did instead, what I recommend you doing instead, and what I always teach now is this: put on an emotional raincoat. Mentally visualize yourself putting on an emotional raincoat, and then let the storms hit you. Why does this help? Well, in this chapter, it isn't just about falling apart, spiraling, and just letting the addiction run amok. It's strategic in that it's about understanding what the crash looks like, so number one, you're not crazy. You're not going to step in and hijack the process that is going to evoke the gift that they need and the humility that they need. And, I think it's important that you are able to, get to that place where you're not imagining the manipulation, and you're not wrong to feel exhausted, and you're not overreacting, but you're just in a good spot with it, understanding that this needs to take place. And addiction will take and take and take until there's nothing left, unless you stop handing it everything. So don't let them take your soul. Don't let the addiction take your life, your identity, your hard work. Like, that's where the boundaries come up. So I was powerless over drugs and alcohol, but my family had power, and they used it to protect themselves. But they were powerless over me, but not powerless over setting boundaries and helping me the right way and learning how to get off the beach, and then making those changes and putting on their emotional raincoat. So here's a final thought. Sometimes people have to fall. As painful as it is, your job is to not break their fall. Don't deny them of their pain, and don't cushion it. So the key takeaways here are: the spiral is real, and it can be slow. Sometimes it can be fast. Second is, promises mean nothing without boundaries. And third is, your protection matters too as they spiral, so that you don't get sucked into that vortex. And I would say that the fourth takeaway is, detaching is not giving up. It's giving space to let the spiral do the work. Let them resolve their own ambivalence about change. Let it create the desperation they need to finally ask for help. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Go ahead and comment in the Facebook group, in the community, what it is that you struggle with the most when it comes to the spiral, and what could you use help with. I just want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this show. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing these episodes so that they can help others. This is one way that you can give back and pay it forward, is by just passing along this free information to others that are possibly in need. Share it on social media. Share it with your loved ones and family members. And don't forget, you can access my book on Audible, as well as on Amazon or on my website, as well as you can find information about our services at Brickhouse Recovery at brickhouserecovery.com.